KS Heating and Air, the team ensuring your comfort.
It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition. This is for Wednesday, the 10th of July. I'm James Spann. A tropical storm will likely be born in the Gulf of Mexico here in the next 48 hours, greatly influencing Alabama's weather. Let's dive into it and talk about it. First off, the upper air look across the country. The mid-latitude westerlies, the jet stream, if you will, north of us. Upper high over Texas, and again, the Gulf will have a little weakness that will ultimately become a tropical storm soon. Very muggy this morning, mid to upper 70s, very high dew points, highs in the 90s again today. And there is a heat advisory for parts of north and northwest Alabama, much like yesterday. That's where the heat index could hit 105. And those heat indices extend up into parts of Arkansas and some of the adjacent states. Severe weather possibilities today from North Texas to the Great Lakes. And we note a marginal risk for parts of Mobile and Baldwin counties because of the tropical system. This is tomorrow, a risk of severe storms north of here from Nashville up to parts of New England in advance of a surface boundary. And again, down to the south, the marginal risk of severe storms on the Gulf Coast. From near Destin and Fort Walton Beach over to southeast Louisiana, the possibility of a few waterspouts and brief tornadoes will exist with the tropical system. And on day 3, Friday, a marginal risk way up north, and on the Gulf Coast, a marginal risk again for parts of Mobile and Baldwin counties and points off to the west for the possibility of brief tornadoes and waterspouts. So we are at a 90% chance of a tropical depression or storm forming within 48 hours with that feature that's currently over the northeastern Gulf of Mexico. There's not a low-level center established yet. Sure, our friends from Biloxi, Keesler Air Force Base will get a hurricane craft in there, kind of in their backyard this afternoon to investigate. Going through modeling, these are the tropical models. Pretty good consensus here. Most want to drift it west and then north up through Louisiana and the Mississippi Delta. That keeps Alabama on the wet side. And as you look at these maps, do not focus that much on the center line. Remember, you're going to have rain bands extending out hundreds of miles to the east of this thing. This is the GFS, the ensemble mean. It's the black line. But you get the idea that there's pretty good agreement there. And the European a little farther to the west. But again, the rain shield with this, the bands of showers and storms will extend far, far to the east from that center line. This is the intensity guidance, and most of the models maintain tropical storm strength. You got that one outlier that we think was not initialized well. But as I've said here, you got to watch this. The Gulf is warm. That's kind of our weakness in hurricane forecasting. It's the intensity forecasting, so we'll keep a close eye on this. But at the moment, we're expecting this to remain a tropical storm during its life cycle. Rain will be the biggest issue in flooding. This is the QPF chart from WPC. As expected, the rain numbers have come up in Alabama. The real bullseye with this thing over southeast Louisiana. They've got one spot with 11 inches down below New Orleans. Mobile with 7 inches. And also 5-inch totals for the western tip of the Florida Panhandle, Pensacola, Destin, Fort Walton Beach. Inland over Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden between 2 and 3 inches, and then 1 to 2 inches up in the extreme northern part of the state over the Tennessee Valley. So obviously flooding is some concern on the central Gulf Coast with these bands of tropical downpours. And again, we have the chance of a few water spouts, and obviously there will be riptides and very rough surf, and I would expect to see double red flags on the Gulf Coast in coming days, meaning the beach water is closed, the beaches would be open. Let's go through the GFS deterministic. This is the 06Z run, 4 o'clock today, and this is at 500 millibars, about 18,000 feet off the ground. An upper high over the southwest United States, a trough over the Great Lakes, and of course the weakness in the Gulf that will be Barry. That'll be the name of this. Broad tropical low, just south of Mobile and Pensacola. Today, not much different from yesterday. It's going to be very hot and muggy, and we'll see scattered storms firing this afternoon. And those could be pretty strong like the ones we saw yesterday and last night. Now, tomorrow, the broad surface low is located south of the Louisiana coast, and a very moist air mass. We're going to be on that east side, very deep tropical air, so showers and storms becoming more numerous. Heat levels coming down with highs around 90, the sky cloudy at times. This is Friday, surface low that will be Tropical Storm Barry, that's south of Morgan City, Louisiana. And again, for us, deep tropical moisture, mostly cloudy with occasional showers and storms. Highs dropping into the upper 80s. And again, even though the center is south of the Louisiana coast, you can see extensive rain likely over into the Florida Panhandle. It will not rain the whole time. And if you're beach bound, understand there'll be breaks in the rain. But it looks pretty wet, breezy. The rip currents, a very real danger, and the beaches, the water probably closed down there. But there'll be breaks in the rain. If it were me, I'd go. But I don't go to the beach for sun and swimming in the ocean. Some people go to the beach for different reasons. This is Saturday, not much change. Thing just sits there south of Morgan City. And again, we're in a very deep tropical moisture situation here. So mostly cloudy with occasional showers and storms statewide, highs in the 80s. Sunday begins to kick north up through Louisiana, and not much change. We're still unsettled, cloudy, occasional showers and storms, and we might stay in the 70s much of the day, Sunday, for much of the state. And then Monday, a weakening feature lifting north. This is suggesting the deeper moisture a tad west of here, but still we'll mention scattered showers and storms. And Tuesday, same thing, deeper moisture just off to the west. And then Wednesday, and you can see the heights are coming up as the remnant begins to pick up by the westerlies and moving east. And again, this is suggesting the deeper moisture over the Tennessee Valley and points north. Let's go out 10 days. This is Friday of next week, the 19th. Pretty good trough coming through the high plains. And for us, that looks classic summer weather. Hot, muggy, a few scattered storms. This is the precipitation for Birmingham from the GFS ensemble. The mean is now between 3 and 4 inches over the next 15 days. Very beneficial summer rain there. Of course, much of that is a result of Barry. And the numbers, again, the ensemble's got us in the 70s Sunday and Monday because of clouds and rain. We'll see. But after that, we'll go back toward 90 toward the middle and end of next week. But really, I think the hottest weather of the next 10 days will be yesterday and today. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Never wait for hot water again with a tankless water heater from Plumbing Experts. Tankless water heaters are easy, convenient, and now more affordable with a no-interest financing for up to 18 months. Stop with the cold showers and wasted water and call Plumbing Experts today.